Hello everyone, it's Jeff. I'm here with another contest entry video to round out the week. So I'm going to get right to it. This contest is for Mark P's channel. He's doing a 500 subscriber contest. Congratulations on that. That's amazing. And I'm going to try to make this video short and sweet. I'll do my best. There's 6 questions here, which I've got records pulled for everything. Records and CDs. So I'm going to get right to it. The first question is, show your favorite box set. Currently, because it kind of changes over time. Currently, the Nuggets box set right here is my current favorite. This is the CD version of Nuggets. I don't know if you're going to be able to read all these song titles, but this is a 4-CD set. And I talked about this briefly in my top 100 list. This was one of the entries in my top 100 list. Which one? Well, you're just going to have to watch them and find out. Nuggets was a double album that came out in 1972. And it consisted of songs from the previous decade, like in the late 60s, probably 65 to maybe 68, 69. And they were all garage rock, probably a little edged into psych territory a little bit. You could probably even consider some of these songs proto-punk, punk before they even came up with the term punk. And a lot of them were either one-hit wonders or regional hits for these bands, where you would have, DJs who had a lot more freedom to play what they wanted to play back then. Will just put a record on and play it because they liked it, and sometimes it would become a hit. So that's pretty much what the Nuggets set is. And let me just open this up real quick and show you. There's a very thick book which gives you all kinds of liner notes and pictures of the different bands, and gives you information about the songs featured. And like I said, it's a 4-CD set. This first CD is the original Nuggets album. And then you've got another one here, and then you've got 2 CDs here of additional Nuggets material. It's like the Nuggets on steroids. So yeah, I've had this for a while. This came out, when did this come out? I want to say the early 2000s. But, no, I'm sorry, 1998, so this thing's already 20 years old. But I'm sure it's still available. And there's been many other Nuggets collections over the years that have come out. But this was the first one. And it's still my favorite. So that's my answer to this question. The second question, your favorite album by your favorite artist. That changes over time. It changes, by the day or by the week sometimes. What I can tell you is that currently what I've been playing the most is the first album by Black Sabbath. Now again, I made a video on this recently. This was a gift. My wife got me the first 3 Black Sabbath albums to broaden my metal horizons, and this has been, a revelation to listen to. I really enjoy it. I know it's not new. It's a new issue. It's a reissue from 2012. It sounds great. It looks great. And this is going to be my current answer for this question. Talk to me next week and it's probably going to be something else. But for now, we'll go with Sabbath. Number 3, your oldest and your newest album. For a long time, my stock answer for my oldest album has been Johnny Cash with his Hot and Blue Guitar. It's an original Sun record label. I can just show it to you quickly. And believe me, it looks, on camera, it looks a lot better shape than it does in person. But this is strictly for show. it does not sound good. This record has been beat to hell over the last 60 years. This used to be my oldest album, but I found out recently, as I was digging through some other albums that my dad had. I think my dad gave this to me, or I got this from a friend of my wife's. But there is an album that I ended up looking up. This is a 10-inch album called Hank Williams Sings. Now, the Johnny Cash came out in 1958, and according to the research I did, this album came out in 1951. So this takes the title for my oldest album. There's the back. Like I said, this is also just a showpiece. It's on the MGM record label, and I know it probably looks good on camera, but trust me, there's millions of those little tiny hairline scratches all over the vinyl, which do not come off and raise the level of surface noise on the record greatly, and it really makes playing it annoying. So, but anyway, just for, like I said, just as a showpiece, just to have as my oldest album, is Hank Williams Sings. This is a 10-inch album. And I didn't even know they made these until I got this. And I'm like, what the hell is this? It's, it's bigger than a 45, but it's smaller than a normal record album. But yeah, these were 10-inch albums. So this is my oldest. As for my newest album, this one I got just last month. This is from 2018. This is by a guy called Anderson East, and this is his second album called Encore. This guy is a kind of like an R&B, kind of a soul type singer. He's got a very, rough, slightly gravelly voice. And the music, I mentioned this before, this music is really good to dance to, like slow dance with your wife or girlfriend or significant other. And I've done this with my wife to this album and his other album too. So yeah, this one just came out last month. So this is my current newest album, Encore by Anderson East. Okay, let me get the questions here. A bizarre album. Show a bizarre or strange album. I don't really have anything that's really bizarre. What I do have in my collection, which is sort of unique, which may count, is a radio program of America's Top 40 radio program with Casey Kasem. That was a really horrible imitation. Sorry. What this was the radio program that came out August 5th. Yep, August 5th, 1978. It's a 3-record set, and it comes with a cue sheet, and this is what the radio stations played when they were going to run this show on the radio. There was actual albums. So I picked this up on eBay not long after, I think it was right before Casey Kasem died. I read that he was ill or sick or something, and I just happened to come across these on eBay. So I landed one of these sets, and I can just spoil it for you. The number one song here on this set in 1978 was "Miss You" by the Rolling Stones. But it has like it has all like the intro and outro cues, and there's like beeps, I guess, for the DJ to align the record with the time, I guess, as they come on a commercial. It's kind of unique. It's a little different. I don't really have anything too bizarre, so that's what I'm going to go with. And next question, a guilty pleasure album. I don't have guilty pleasures really because I'm fairly secure in my musical taste, but if I could rephrase that question and make it into something that people would give me a lot of crap over, it would be something like this, Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. Even though I love the movie, I love this album, and I saw on one of your videos, Mark, is for the 40th anniversary box set of this album, which looked pretty cool to me. But yeah, pretty much anything with the Bee Gees is going to get you some level of crap from people. Usually, I find, if they're of a certain age. But to me, these guys are cool. They knew how to make good hit records, and they just... This album was, one of the biggest selling albums ever. For a reason. Even though, I'll just show you the gatefold here. You've got John Travolta in the white polyester suit. So what, man? It was a good movie. It was a great soundtrack. And that would probably count as my guilty pleasure. Even though it's not guilty about liking it. So, all right. And the last question is, what do you like about the channel? Or what would you like to change about the channel? Like I said, Mark, I'm a new subscriber. And I've gone through several of your videos. I like that it has the theme of box sets, which is interesting. Much more so than, just showing records all the time. Because you get a lot of different stuff with box sets that you don't normally get with records. I wouldn't change anything about it. I mean, everybody's channel is unique to the person. I would just say keep doing what you're doing. And you've already got 500 subscribers, so you must be doing something right? So, yeah. I like what I see. I'll be watching everything you put out in the future. So, all that said, I'm going to cut it off here. I hope I make it into the contest. I should. I'm going to upload this now. And we'll see what happens. All right. Take care. Peace, everyone. And I'll talk to you soon.